shot in 4K ultra high definition. Your number one source for local news. WRAL News. Coverage you can count on.
We have much needed rain in our forecast. Some scattered showers for today, and then it becomes
school conditions. Today, we're getting a better idea of what teachers and students are experiencing in the classroom. The biggest issues teachers say they're facing, plus wrongful death lawsuit. 2 Raleigh City employees say they should not be held liable for a young girl's death at the 2022 Raleigh Christmas Parade. Why her family disagrees about that. Those other stories and more as we're waking up this morning at 4:30 on WRAL News. Thanks so much for joining us here. I'm Chris Lovingood. Let's go ahead and go back to meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner to talk a little bit more about your next weather maker that you're looking at right now, Elizabeth. Rain. Even a little bit, we will take.
Somebody's been doing a rain dance. Might have been right here in the studio a few minutes ago. We do have a cold front that's moving across the area, and you can see some showers along with it. It looks like they're fairly far away from us right now, but it does look like on Futurecast that we could see some scattered light rain around 9 a.m. So this is not going to be something that affects our morning commute this morning, but probably tomorrow morning because it's going to continue. What we see today will be fairly light and patchy. There's lunchtime, and you can see a few stray showers. That continues on up until around 3 o'clock or so. It looks dry during the evening commute, but then we see a wave of much steadier and heavier rain that sets up late in the evening and is likely to be with us into the day tomorrow. Right now, everything is dry as you're heading out the door. It's comfortable. We have a southerly wind at 8 miles per hour. 62 is our current temperature, and we'll be in the mid 70s by lunchtime with a high of 82, similar to what we saw yesterday. Good chance of rain overnight tonight and into the day Thursday. Much needed rain, and then potentially more rain on Sunday, maybe a little earlier, so it could affect Mother's Day. We'll check out how much we could see total in the next 5 days.
Oh, don't ruin Mama's Day for mamas out there. All right, thanks, Elizabeth. Well, Wake County schools have signed off on a more than $2 billion budget. It's including $10 million in cuts. Those cuts include funding for assistant principals, 7 vacant central service jobs, and millions from the transportation budget. District leaders say they were squeezed by a number of factors, including rising costs. Board members are pointing their fingers at the General Assembly. They say the lack of a state budget has made cuts unavoidable.
I cannot articulate my rage at the North Carolina General Assembly. This has been, without question, the thing that has caused me the most angst and worry and stress.
The budget will now go to the county before coming back to the school board for final approval. Well, today, new arguments in a civil court case involving the family of Haley Brooks. 2 Raleigh City employees went to be removed from a lawsuit over the 11-year-old girl's death during the Raleigh Christmas Parade back in 2022. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey joins us live to talk more about that story outside the Wake County Courthouse. Kelsey, the employees say they cannot be held personally liable for what happened in that case.
Yes, Chris, and in just a few hours, our cameras will be back here inside the courtroom following all of the new developments. Attorneys for Haley Brooks' family will present their argument after 2 City of Raleigh employees asked to be dropped from this wrongful death lawsuit. 11-year-old Haley Brooks was hit and killed by an out-of-control pickup truck that was pulling a float during the 2022 Raleigh Christmas Parade. This lawsuit claims the City of Raleigh event planners and employees did not ensure safety. According to court documents, 2 city employees are asking to be removed from the case. Whitney Schoenfeld, the City of Raleigh's interim senior manager of special events at the time of the parade, and Kirk Archer II, the city's special event planner in 2022. Their attorneys filed a motion saying that as city employees, they cannot be held personally liable for the criminal conduct of a third party. Landon Glass was driving the pickup truck that hit Brooks at the parade. Last year, he pled guilty to obstruction of justice, death by motor vehicle, and having a dangerous weapon at a parade. The hearing will continue this morning at 9:30. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
Today, the North Carolina Senate is expected to approve a bill that would block counties from applying new appraisals to property taxes. This would apply to appraisals conducted in 2026. Local officials say this bill could hurt their ability to fund services at a time of population growth and rising costs. And if approved, the bill would head to the State House for consideration. You can keep up with the bill by checking the NC Capitol section of WRAL.com. We're getting you an update this morning on the war in Iran as President Donald Trump is pausing what he's calling Project Freedom. That's the military mission to escort ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Last night, the president announced the operation is on hold, but the U.S. blockade will stay in place. President Trump said the pause would give the United States time to finalize a settlement with Iran. He also stressed the ceasefire is not over. This is despite Iran targeting 2 U.S. flagships that passed through the strait. The U.S. military says the attacks were intercepted and the Iranian boats were destroyed. Now, the Pentagon is saying the 82nd Airborne at Fort Bragg is supporting Project Freedom in the Strait of Hormuz. At least 1,000 Fort Bragg troops deployed to the Middle East back in March. During a Pentagon press briefing yesterday, officials said the division is now used for more than just forcible entries.
Just today, they are out there coordinating, integrating, and synchronizing land, air, space, sea, and cyber forces using joint all-domain command and control.
Military leaders also said 2 commercial vessels safely transited the Strait of Hormuz yesterday, with hundreds more bottled up in the Persian Gulf. Now, in terms of the impact to gas prices, we know that oil and gas prices are up again this morning because of uncertainty in the strait. According to new data from AAA, North Carolina's average is now $4.21. That's up 7 cents from yesterday. In Raleigh, the average is $4.25, and in Charlotte, $4.24, as well as Wilmington, $4.18. Now, remember, you can always find the cheapest gas prices where you are with the WRAL fuel tracker. Just go to WRAL.com and search the word fuel. Newly released autopsy results for murdered Raleigh teacher Zoe Welsh are revealing more about her death and the man charged with killing her. The Wake County Medical Examiner said Welsh died of a blunt force trauma to the head, and Raleigh police say that the Ravenscroft school teacher was murdered in her home back in January. Now, before she died, she told 911 dispatchers a man broke in and hit her with a brick. Officers later found Ryan Camacho sitting at a bus stop about a mile away with blood on him. Police say that he confessed to killing Welsh and he is in jail without bond. The court is determining, though, whether he is competent to stand trial. And we have extensive coverage about that case, as well as how it is creating change in the state judicial system. You can find all of it on the WRAL YouTube channel by searching Zoe Welsh. Today, we're expecting to get new insight into student behavior and school conditions across the state. Let's go ahead and bring in WRAL's Kirsten Clark. She joins us live outside the State Board of Education building in Raleigh. Kirsten, more than 100,000 teachers were a part of a statewide survey that highlighted school conditions.
Yes, Chris. Just days ago, we saw educators marching past this very building, in part asking for more support. These survey results show where teachers feel they need some of that support, starting with managing student behavior. So let's take a look at the numbers. In elementary schools, more than 13% of teachers say threats of violence towards them are a big issue. More than 30% say bullying and physical conflict are problems among students. 56% of teachers say student disrespect of teachers is an issue. Middle school teachers are saying bullying and vandalism are 2 of the biggest student behavior problems there. And 16.8% of teachers say threats of violence toward teachers, and 9% say student possession of weapons are problems. Now to high school, where 64% of high school teachers say drug and tobacco use is an issue, with vandalism, gang activity, and student possession of weapons also needing attention. So lots of issues there. About 30,000 teachers also say they are not comfortable working in their schools. This is because of issues like classroom size and temperatures. So the State Board of Education will be reviewing the survey results at their meeting later this morning. Live in Raleigh, Kirsten Clark, WRAL News.
Wake Med and Atrium Health leaders are trying to clear up what they say are misconceptions about their possible merger. Atrium's $2 billion investment could help make Wake Med more competitive, but it has raised concerns about affordability for patients. It's a point of emphasis that Wake Med CEO highlighted during a meeting yesterday.
It's going to be tremendous for the people of Wake County to improve access and drive affordability and help close those disparity gaps for all, especially in Southeast Raleigh.
It will be at least 90 days before the Wake County Board of Commissioners makes a decision on this deal. And as we continue to follow the situation, we ask, why does Wake Med want a deal with Atrium? We explain why and the concerns from state leaders on the WRAL YouTube channel. A man is in the hospital with serious injuries after a drive-by shooting at a Durham cemetery. Actually, Sky 5 was above that scene yesterday afternoon, and this is on Moorhead Avenue. The WRAL Breaking News Tracker was also there, and police say this happened around 5 p.m. They also say a man was shot by a passenger in a passing car. Police have not, though, said if they have any persons of interest in that case. The man accused of firing shots during the White House Correspondents' Dinner has been indicted on new charges. Cole Allen was previously charged with attempting to assassinate President Donald Trump, along with 2 additional firearms charges. And yesterday, a federal grand jury added an additional charge of assault on an officer of the United States. Officials say evidence confirmed Allen shot at a Secret Service officer as he was making his way through the security checkpoint. He's set to be arraigned on Monday. In Durham, you're going to want to be more aware during this commute that you have this morning, as more students will be walking and biking to school. Dozens of students and parents are gathering at Woodcroft Medical Center on Fortune Ridge Road. They are then going to bike and walk on the East Coast Greenway to Southwest Elementary. This is in celebration of National Bike and Roll to School Day and 1 year of the bike bus. Families will meet up at 6:45. Your time this morning is 4:40. Addressing district leaders. A student accused of using AI is challenging the Wake County School Board. Her petition to create stronger guidelines around AI detection.
And I'm tracking our next chance for showers. We're going to see a little bit of rain during the day today, starting as early as this morning. And then it will be heavier tonight and into the day tomorrow. I'll show you how much we'll see total. 444, we have the top of the tower lit in blue for clear skies. We do have a few clouds that will start to stream in as we get a little farther into the morning, and a chance for some showers as early as, say, 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. So keep that in mind. That's a little earlier than we were talking about yesterday. So just make sure that you've got the umbrella handy. 59 in Lewisburg, 60 in Fayetteville, it's 59 in Irwin, and 59 in Rocky Mount. So we're looking at a nice mild start to the day. Our temperature at lunchtime likely to be in the mid-70s, and we do climb to 82, even though we'll see more cloud cover and we'll have that chance of some showers. You can see how that picks up around 9 o'clock, really continues on and off until mid-afternoon, and a little bit of a break, and then it really picks up overnight. We should have some significant rain out of the system. We'll talk about how much, and another chance this weekend. Chris?
My begonias will be happy to see it. All right, thanks, Elizabeth. Primary election results in Ohio and Indiana have set matchups for a number of key races. In Ohio, former Senator Sherrod Brown has won the Democratic nomination for the same seat. Brown lost his re-election bid back in 2024, and he will face incumbent Republican Senator John Husted. Husted was previously appointed to replace Vice President J.D. Vance's seat in the Senate. And this is a special election to serve the final 2 years of the term. Now, there's also a high-profile governor's race in Ohio this fall. Businessman Vivek Ramaswamy has won his Republican primary, and you may remember he gained attention when he ran for president back in 2024 and then aligned with President Donald Trump. He will face Democrat Amy Acton. And in Indiana, there were 7 key primary races for the state Senate, and 5 of those races, a Trump-backed candidate won. And this was part of an effort from President Trump to push out Republicans who voted against a new congressional map for this year's midterm elections. A Wake County student accused of using AI to complete an assignment is taking her concerns directly to the district leaders. Eleonora Canina says that she was falsely accused of using AI to complete an English assignment, and now she is calling on school district leaders to set a clear standard for detecting AI use.
There are absolutely students who are using AI to cheat on their assignments, and teachers are doing their best to navigate the circumstances. But false accusations, along with being incredibly unfair, cause a great deal of stress for students.
And Kanina created a change.org petition calling on district leaders to create guidelines and transparency for when and how AI detection tools are used, and it has gained more than 100 signatures so far. All right, we're going to get you a scam alert this morning to tell you about one targeted licensed professionals across our state. Now, according to Attorney General's office, callers are impersonating representatives from state licensing boards, and they're using public information such as names and license numbers to seem legit. Scammers claim the victim is under criminal investigation to steal their personal or financial information. And before you share that, look up the agency's official number and call it directly, because they're lying to you. All right, 2 people are in custody after breaking into a trading card shop. The co-owner of Triangle Area Trading Cards said the suspects used a hammer to get in and then took off with nearly $45,000 worth of merchandise. They were specifically after cards from games such as Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. Pokemon's popularity has skyrocketed since the pandemic, and so has their value for these cards, leading to crimes such as this one. Last fall, actually, WRAL covered a series of similar break-ins at other Wake County hobby shops.
As our temperatures warm up, most of us look forward to summer fun, but not the bugs that come with it. While we're still in a drought, you may notice a difference in the number of mosquitoes. Jonathan Cawley is the owner of Organic Mosquito Control, and he has had fewer customers this spring. The reason for that, mosquitoes need standing water for the larvae to become adults and come and bother us.
This time of year, we typically get 10 or 12 new customer requests, and we're getting maybe 3 or 4. So yeah, I mean, if you don't have mosquitoes, you're not thinking about it.
Not great for Jonathan, but of course, it's great for all of us who like to be outside. However, tonight on WRAL News at 6, I'll break down why we still need to take precautions in a season with fewer mosquitoes. And, you know, the drought is hard on all of us for so many reasons, but that is one of the bonuses, as we don't have a lot of those pesky mosquitoes in our backyards.
I know the benefits are still there, but we also have, obviously, the downsides. A lot of people want more water for their gardens, mine included. But it looks like the next weather maker kind of gives us a little bit, but not enough to completely get us out of the drought.
It does. We need so much rain to get out of the drought, but this will help. This is looking really promising in terms of how much rain we could see out of it, potentially an inch in some places. And we need, you know, something like, 10 to 12 to 15 inches, depending on where you are. But definitely excited about this cold front coming on in, and that will help to bring us some rain. The bulk of the rain that we see out of this will end up being overnight tonight. And so we take a look here at about 4 o'clock in the morning. Notice at 9, we begin to see some scattered showers show up. Today, the rain will be light and patchy. It's not going to be a whole lot in the rain gauges. You can see it picks up right around lunchtime into around the middle of the afternoon. It's not likely to be raining either during the morning commute or the evening commute, but tomorrow morning it is likely that we'll end up with some rain chances. So for today, we don't really see the rain chances picking up until around 9 p.m., but we do have the chance of a few isolated showers starting at around 9 this morning. Overnight tonight and all the way through around the middle of the afternoon, we have a good chance for rain, and then potentially a line of thunderstorms that comes in tomorrow evening, and we're going to walk through that in more detail coming up. Right now, we're looking at partly cloudy skies. 62 is our current temperature. We do see warm temperatures today because the rain won't be too heavy. It's 59 down in Fuquay-Varina, 62 in Raleigh, 63 in Durham, and 57 in Clayton. So around town today, it'll become mostly cloudy. We'll see a few isolated showers, and highs will be in the low to mid 80s. Those rain chances on Thursday look really good. We should end up with maybe an inch. The chances of rain over the weekend are creeping up just a little bit during the day. Sunday for Mother's Day, it looks like that rain may start a little bit earlier than it looked like yesterday. We could have a few showers in the late afternoon, but it still gives you time to get mom out at least for brunch. 84 the high on Mother's Day, so still not looking too bad. It's not going to be an all-day rain by any means, but we do have more rain Sunday night and into Monday, so good chances of rain in the next 5 days. I'll total up the amounts that we could see coming up. Chris?
You suddenly telling your kids to take you to brunch, Elizabeth? That's what I heard. Well, your time is 4:50 this morning. First and final looks. The new trailer showing a young Anthony Bourdain, plus The Boys. The series is ending. We'll show you the latest in entertainment news in today's Hollywood Minute. Plus, biker safety plans. The city of Raleigh is planning into the next phase of its its downtown mobility project, but how you can give your feedback on first concepts. A first look at Dominic Sessa as a young Anthony Bourdain, plus The Boys series finale in theaters. David Daniel has the latest in movie and music news in today's Hollywood Minute.
Let me teach you this. This is how you open an oyster. I ate these in France when I was a kid. I said they taste like the future.
Dominic Sessa plays a 19-year-old Anthony Bourdain, making his way through the unexpected summer that would change his life in Tony. Emilia Jones and Antonio Banderas also star. This is the first trailer for the drama, which is due in theaters this August. Tell me, what's a self-respecting girl to do? Shopping for more Casey Musgraves music? Fans who purchase the digital version of her new album Middle of Nowhere on her official website or iTunes will get 2 bonus songs, All My Exes, Casey's version, and Caballero. Musgraves' tour in support of the album launches August 21st.
This is our last chance.
The only thing we have left is hope.
The series finale of The Boys is headed to theaters. Fans can reserve seats for the May 19th screenings by buying concession vouchers good that day. It'll screen in 4DX theaters, which use motion-enabled chairs and environmental effects. Amazon says fans will feel every deafening blast and shocking twist. Bracing for impact in Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, the Rolling Stones are rolling out some new music. Their new album comes out July 10th, it turns out. Foreign Tongues captures the band's sound that you know and you love, rooted in blues, country, rock, and classic Stone songwriting. It's available to pre-order now, and the new single, In the Stars, is streaming right now. Today, the city of Raleigh wants to know how you feel about their upcoming bike projects downtown. Lenore, Morgan, and Peace Streets are the three main priorities here. You know that city staff want you to have some feedback on the preliminary concepts, and tonight's open house is at the Chavis Park Community Center from 4:30 to 6:30. It's graduation week for the Triangle's biggest schools. UNC and NC State have commencement ceremonies this Saturday. Duke's ceremony is on Sunday, and thousands of students will mark the end of their time as undergrads. WRAL has your back during this busy weekend. We'll have more information on airport impacts, traffic warnings, and timing of all the ceremonies on WRAL.com. Your time this morning is 4:56. Losing funding. Wake County Schools is cutting millions in several key areas. What sectors will have to deal with less money in the coming year? Plus, toll bill confusion. A family was charged for an outstanding debt for a loved one who passed away. Hal Favinger sidestepped in to help out.